it's a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with trying to the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem up. Then she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz. What this pink stuff is? Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
6-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Eluding the pressure right. And finding the tight end Wilson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. but it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
7-yard line.
Bridgewater on first down. Flush to his right, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll toss this right side to Singletary. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
He was
there to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Results.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Now that will go is a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick. Right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because they did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
That's a run to run now. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 37-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
7-yard line.
He came right off the bench. That's his first carry of the game, and he left an indelible mark on the game.
Did not just bring fresh legs off the bench. He brought a fierce mind as well. He had a lot to prove, didn't he? He thinks he's as good as the guy who's the starter. Wanted to prove it, and boy, did he on that play.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Vikings' 33-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Murray. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Bears.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now, it's Patterson, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Open man is Higgins. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. That is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, and then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To the air again with Bridgewater. Intercepted. T. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
38-yard line.
So I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And some space here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Buying time to his left. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is to be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Bridgewater now. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Going for the deep ball. Not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Play action. Now it's Murray. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
The pickup there, 5 yards.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray rolling to his right. Airing one out for Crowder. And a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 8 at the 5-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back near the goal line. Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. Hunter Henry brings it in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Flush to his right. He's going to look downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Flushed out right, and that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. They'll throw again, Bridgewater. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Devin Singletary, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Bears 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking for Shepard deep. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Yeah, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Zone 49.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
There's been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Murray. Crowder's got it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Eric Armstead make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
It's a turnover on downs.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
Randy, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Kyle Van Noy, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Murray going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Shotgun now from Murray, eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Miles Jack leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw up. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Miles Jack in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Now Murray steps away to his left. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings are going to win this football game. They'll run on first down. Singletary. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now it's Penny. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.